When starting your own business, it can be very challenging to determine which networking activity is going to benefit your business the most. So in today's podcast episode, we're going to be discussing our top recommendation in terms of networking groups and how it can benefit your business and your return on investment. Lady bosses, are you working even after putting the kids to bed but still not getting results?
Are you tired of spending money on ads that aren't getting engagement?
Do you feel burdened that you aren't fulfilling your purpose in life because you are so consumed with work?
I'm your host, Brooke Bolts. I'm an attorney and founder of Bolts Legal. I started my business and in 1 year was bringing in 7 figures and am now bringing in multi-7 figures.
And I'm your co-host, Rachel Bolts, owner of Bolts Media. I've helped many businesses build their online presence and increase their revenue through digital marketing.
Want to hear how we did it?
We are here to help you achieve your goals personally, professionally, and spiritually.
So kick off your high heels, sit back, and let's ignite that passion.
We're Miss Biz, where we're putting the Miss in biz.
Let's get biz done. If you could only participate in one networking group, my recommendation would be hands down to join a BNI chapter.
So what is BNI? BNI stands for Business Network International, and it is the largest networking organization of its kind. There are chapters all over the world. And what is really great about BNI is that there is only one member per seat per chapter. So for example, if you are a residential realtor and you are part of a chapter, no other residential realtor will be able to join your chapter, which really helps to eliminate any type of competition within your chapter.
So to become a member of BNI, you have to commit to doing certain things, and you're held accountable for doing these things. If you don't perform these requirements, then at the time of your renewal, which comes up usually every year, then you may be asked to leave the chapter. Some people are not a fan of that accountability, but for me, I think the accountability is why BNI works above and beyond any other networking organization that I've been a part of.
Each one of the requirements that they have is a money-making activity. So it is a very strategic formula that is going to help you ensure your success in the chapter so that you are not just receiving referrals, but you're also giving referrals.
So the first requirement of BNI is that you have to show up every week. That when I first heard that was a big sacrifice for me because the meetings are generally early in the morning. They do have them at other times, but many of them are early morning meetings. My chapter now begins at 7:45 a.m. and you've got to be there every week, and they take attendance, and it's part of your report card, so to speak, that you get from BNI, whether your attendance is up to par.
Visibility is crucial, and they say that 80% of success is just showing up. So being present and really being that speaking person in that face for your business is what makes it so successful in terms of attending each meeting. One of the other requirements that they have is that you are supposed to send a referral to someone who's also part of BNI once a week. And what that does is it helps to ensure that you are contributing success to others that are either part of your chapter or part of another BNI chapter.
In addition to the referrals, you are required in BNI to bring one visitor to the chapter each month. This one for me has been the hardest. I have brought many visitors, but it's hard to find one every month. But the good thing about BNI is you're color coded in your report card. You get green, yellow, and red. And even if you aren't able to meet these requirements 100% of the time, if you do it 70% of the time, you can still be in the green. So you can still, have a passing report card if you are able to do these things 70% of the time.
Exactly. And one of the other requirements is that you are supposed to have a one-to-one once a week. And what a one-to-one is, it's where you meet with other BNI members. Again, it can be in your chapter or it can be cross-chapter where you meet with someone from another BNI chapter. And you meet for an hour and you discuss business. And your one-to-ones really are how you build relationships with one another. You increase your visibility, and you're essentially training them on how to best find referrals for you, keywords to listen out for, what a good referral looks like to you, so that they can be on the lookout to try to send you some referrals, and vice versa.
Another requirement of BNI is to do one continuing education unit per week. So a continuing education unit can be listening to a podcast. BNI has many, many podcasts that are available for you to listen to, but you could even listen to another business development podcast or read a business development book. Anything that you're doing to help build your business and educate yourself is accredited for BNI, is given credit within the BNI system. So BNI's one of its core values is lifelong learning, and so by doing something to continue to educate yourself each week, you are going to continue to advance your personal knowledge and in turn advance your business.
And they have a bunch of different opportunities too. The way that BNI is set up is very nice because there's an app and it has every type of topic that you could possibly imagine, from just different aspects that will benefit your business. And you can listen to podcasts, you can do like interactive training. There's just a bunch of different opportunities there where you can really ensure success with meeting the CEU requirement. When life has you stressed, Miss Biz has your back. Mom Hack. Today's Mom Hack highlights the importance of replacing your windshield wipers. Here in the Sunshine State, there is an unbelievable amount of rain, and if you're anything like me, you'll forget to have them replaced before it's a full-fledged torrential downpour outside. So make time in your schedule to have them replaced when you first start noticing smudging. You can go to places such as AutoZone, and they will even put them on for you. Just please don't make them put on the windshield wipers in the rain. The more you know, the more you grow. Another thing that makes BNI unique is the thank you for closed business aspect. So anytime somebody sends you a referral and it generates revenue for your business, you have to you as the receiver of that money have to log the amount that you received in BNI and give credit to the person who sent you that referral. So that is called thank you for closed business. And that is really the whole reason why we joined BNI, is we are looking to maximize the amount of money that's coming into our business. And they say that business owners who actively seek referrals earn so much more than those who do not. So what's great is not only being able to kind of see that you're generating money and you're getting your return on investment, but it also tracks the exact amount that you have received, so you can look and keep record of how much money you are earning just from being a part of BNI.
And how much you're giving as well. The thank you for closed business is the credit you receive, the recognition you receive from giving to others. Another value of BNI is called giver's gain. And it's the principle that if you give first, then other people will want to give and refer to you as well. So, in my experience with BNI, when I first started out, I did not get any referrals in the first 6 months. And I think that's common, and a lot of people give up and quit in that time period and think this doesn't work for me. But I shifted some things that I was doing and changed my my tactic in BNI, and over the course of time, it got to the place where I was receiving more than I was giving.
You definitely get what you put into it. So it's like anything with life. If you aren't really dedicating time to making something work, you're probably not going to get much out of it. But I can tell you that in addition to, receiving referrals and giving referrals, there have been some amazing friendships that have been developed because of BNI, because you're able to come together as like-minded individuals and really form a relationship that can last a lifetime.
If I had to summarize the number one reason why I think BNI works, it is because as humans, we look for instant gratification. And people oftentimes also they need an incentive to want to help your business sometimes. So for example, before joining BNI, I would go meet with other professionals that had the capability to refer business to me. And in those meetings, I felt as though I was very much needing to sell myself and explain to them and convince them why I was better than, whoever they happened to be using, or what I could offer that was different. And once I joined BNI and started doing the one-to-ones with people who had the potential to refer me business, it was a very different conversation because they are already open to helping me in any way they can because they get that instant reward of the BNI credit. It shows up on their report card immediately. And that's something that they need to stay in BNI, but also want, because they want to be in the green. They want to be someone who's actively contributing to the growth of the chapter. And so they get that immediate reward from referring a case to me versus some other lawyer. So now, merely because I'm in BNI, my name goes up towards the top of their list of attorneys that they could work with because they get something in exchange for it, and that is the BNI credit. So that I don't know of anywhere else where that exists, where you can get that immediate gratification from helping out someone else's business. And so for me, that was really a game changer. And I can say that it goes both ways, that whenever I'm looking for a service that I need, for example, a painter to paint my home, I will go look for a BNI painter before I go anywhere else.
We're all about that case, no trouble. All about that case, no trouble. All about that case, no trouble. All about that case.
At Bolts Legal, we are all about your case. Text or call to schedule a free consultation for all your legal needs. boltslegal.com. And it's because I get that instant gratification. I get that credit in BNI. It's checked off of my to-do list for that week. So I have given more business to BNI members than the non-BNI members. I'm always looking for BNI professionals to hire first before I go anywhere else.
Absolutely. And I think because one of the core values is that giver's gain philosophy, I think a lot of people that are part of BNI and in a chapter, they really genuinely want to help. Even if it's not necessarily just for getting the credit, I think it's because they've formed a relationship with you, they trust you, they they like you, so they're going to look out for you even if they're not giving credit or receiving credit. And I'll give you an example of that. The amount of support that we receive on social media is incredible. We have a roofer in our chapter, and there was a community page that was requesting introduction to a roofer, and there were literally like hundreds of people, saying their friend's name. Well, our chapter got on there and just all started saying the name of our roofer, and he ended up getting the job because there was so many of us that believe in him and were recommending him. And we didn't necessarily get credit for that, but that's just what we do. That's how we support each other.
That's a great point, and that's very true in my chapter as well, that we are constantly recommending and referring each other on social media. But the other thing to mention is that there is an interview process as part of the application to BNI, so that you can feel confident in recommending someone who's in your chapter that they are going to do a good job for whomever you're recommending them to. You're also getting to know this person every week through your meetings and through your one-to-ones. So you can have the trust that when you are going on social media or recommending this person to other friends and family, that they are going to do a good job for them.
Absolutely. They have it down to a science in all of their processes, and that science and that strategy that they have formulated is the reason why BNI is so much different from any other networking chapter there is.
And when it comes to return on investment, your first year of membership in BNI is around $1,000, and then it's a little bit less to renew from year to year. And while that may seem to some people like a big upfront investment, think of other options and what the return would be. I'm someone who has done everything from billboards to TV commercials to streaming commercials to social media videos I have done so much in terms of advertising, and I've been a part of a number of different networking organizations and still am. I'm a member of a Christian Chamber of Commerce. I'm a member of my local Chamber of Commerce. I'm a member of a lot of different networking groups. And all of them come with a fee. But when I compare what that cost is on an annual basis compared with the revenue I've received from it, there is just nothing else that comes anywhere close to the BNI business that I've received.
Absolutely. So for us, it's a no-brainer. We would love to hear from you if you're a part of a BNI chapter, if you've been part of a BNI chapter previously. We would love to hear all about it, or even if you have questions about BNI, we would love to help support you and give you information on what all is entailed.
And I just want to say that BNI has not paid us any money to do this podcast today. Like, they have no idea we're even talking about BNI today. But when people ask me when they're starting out, what should I do? What's the number one thing? And that's the honest truth for me. BNI is by far the most successful thing that I've done. And so I recommend it to everyone I know who's starting out, or even if you're not starting out, but you're just looking to grow your business. I don't know of anything else that is more effective. So if you'd like to find out more and find a chapter near you, BNI.com is where to go. If there is no chapter near you, then start one. BNI is great about training people up to start chapters, and you'll find that it spreads like wildfire once it starts in your area. There's new chapters forming all the time, all over the place, and so you have the opportunity to spearhead that and to be seen as the authority figure, as the person who started BNI in your region. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time,
let's get biz done. We appreciate you and are honored to be on this journey with you. We can't wait to help you, to encourage you, and show you how to grow personally, professionally, and spiritually.
If you found Miss Biz helpful, Please leave a review and share with others.
You can follow us on social media at Miss Biz Podcast.
For legal questions or services, please visit boltslegal.com.
And for digital marketing needs, please visit boltsmedia.com. Let's get biz done.